Yeah. Welcome back to the His and Hers podcast, episode 68.
Ooh,
we are back after a week of being off. We apologize, man. We had a crazy week last week. We had Ezra's birthday party.
Yeah.
And then you had some family come in from out of town to stay with us to go to Ezra's birthday party. And then I did stand-up comedy at Comedy Works that week as well. So, man,
then the weekend before was our nephew's birthday party.
Yeah.
August is kind of a shit show. To be
Especially
for real
like
with
y'all,
y'all would not have wanted to hear from us last week. It was just fucking hectic. We were stressed the fuck out. We were cranky, grumpy.
We would have just been fighting the whole time.
Yeah, just like straight up fist fighting. I was kidding.
That's what happened to me right here. No.
What I see. No, but it was a very busy week, but we appreciate y'all's patience. We just had to parent out a little bit, and August is very, very busy. Plus we had Julian starting school, we had back to school, and then we had Solito's birthday party, and then Ezra's, and then everything in between, girl. So
Ezra had to go get a haircut.
Yeah,
like the 5th haircut of his whole life.
He looks so good. He looks so cute.
Does. He look. I don't know. Will we share pictures? I don't
know.
Just trust us.
Okay, can we
cute.
talk about that though? That, I mean, there's just so many weirdos on the internet. I have like a hard time showing too much of the kids. No. It's typically just on their birthdays. I swear people only see them like once or twice a year. Same-ish.
Yeah. That's about
so like every time they see the kids, they're like, oh my God, they've gotten so much bigger. And I'm like, yeah, because they don't make a big appearance on the interwebs.
We were at the park today, and there was like a school bus came, bus, but it was like elementary school kids. And it was like these 4 like badass kids, dude, on the playground, like just lingering around. Like, I'm telling you right now, like if you have kids that are like 3rd, 4th, 5th grade, they're bad, man. They know way too much. Like one of these kids was like swinging around like one of the poles. He's like, look, I'm a male stripper. But he can't be no older than like 7.
No, are you
straight
serious?
Up? Yeah, and I was like, man, get the fuck away from my kids.
Now you talking about they're over here lingering and loitering.
Yeah, I was like, man, where your parents at? Don't your parents love you? I was like, I'm out here, man. There's just one lonely man here at the park. Like, your parents don't care?
That's so funny. No,
they're
absolutely not.
Bad,
These kids are
bro.
bad. I know. And you know what? There was like a post that I saw the other day that I feel this way. I love my babies, but I don't love all kids. I don't like all kids. It's all about the vibe of the kid. And like, there are just some kids that I just don't like. I'm just gonna be real. Like, don't bring your kid around me and just expect for me to be like, oh, he's the best kid ever. Like, nah, I'm gonna be real. Like, if your kid sucks, he sucks. I don't know.
Yeah, some kids suck, man.
Some kids suck.
Sometimes, you gotta blame the parents.
Yeah, and then you meet their parents and you're like,
Yeah,
yes.
You're like, no wonder why your kids suck. No, but like Ezra, as soon as those kids come around, Ezra's like, Dad, these are my friends. These are all my friends. I just made all these friends. And I was like, what's their names? He's like, he makes that sound where he goes,
yeah. Our son Ezra is like not even afraid to talk to people. He has no fear. No. It doesn't matter if you're like a teenager. He's gone up to like 16, 17-year-old dudes and like talking to them. They're like, hey, what's up, little man? And he's like, yeah, like y'all my friends, y'all know. He'll go up to a group of girls, not even a problem. He just like Julian be like, Ezra has Riz.
No, he just does not care.
He don't care.
He was like, like people, I don't know, they have those shows where like their kids were like reincarnated.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like there were always something cool. Like they were like Marilyn Monroe in a past life, and they have like all these
like
memories.
A pharaoh or something. Yeah.
Yeah, or like Amelia Earhart.
Her lost ass.
Like, yeah. And I think Ezra was like a general contractor in his past life. Like he did construction maybe. Cause man, today we had our sink fixed.
Oh yeah.
And Ezra was just watching this guy, like supervising him the whole time. Like not even like just Ezra knew exactly what he was there for. He was like, and he was mad because he had no idea the sink was fixed. Like he just found out today, and it's been like kind of broke for like 2 or 3 days. And he was like kind of pissed at me that he was like, "Dad, the sink is broken." What?
Yeah.
So then, the guy comes and fixes the sink, and Ezra's just watching him the whole time, like, make sure you fix all those pipes. And he tells me, he's like, Mila, these pipes getting fixed. He's fixing the sink. Don't worry. The water was just flooding. It was just flooding the whole house. That water was everywhere. I was like, you just found out about this today. What are you talking about?
Lying.
It's just a little, couple drops in a little bucket underneath.
No, and then afterwards, he waited for me to come downstairs, and I was like, hey, did you see the guys come here and fix the sink? He goes, yeah, I did. I said, did you watch them? He goes, yes, I did. I watched them. I said, they do a good job? He goes, straight up, he goes, yeah, they did a pretty good job. And I was like, a pretty good job? He goes, yeah, a pretty good job.
Dude, that's my dad, dude.
That's the thing. He's
just like a miniature version of my dad. My dad did that same shit. Ezra will go to somebody's house and look at all their duct work. He'll look at all their vents. This guy just goes around just doing building inspections that you didn't ask for him to do. He's like, what's the maximum load capacity in this building? Like, I think you're over it. Like, I'm gonna have to call the fire department.
No, you get him and his grandpa together, like at his birthday party. Oh my God. Yeah. It's just like so embedded in his DNA. It's so crazy. And like his grandpa will pick him up and they just start like looking at things together. Yeah, like they're just exactly alike.
Just
it's
bringing
crazy.
The building up to code.
Yeah.
And just like, and then Ezra got all these cool ass toys, man. He got like bunch of Spider-Man toys.
Yes.
You got a bunch
of clothes. Chones. Thank y'all so much, by the way, for all y'all that gifted my baby something. A bunch of chones. Thank you.
Yeah, but he's got all these cool toys. My dad got him a tow truck.
You got him a straight up tow truck, y'all.
And
it's like huge.
Yeah, it's like pretty big. And then as soon as we get home, I'm like, Ezra, what's the first toy you want to play with? He's like, the tow truck. I was like, are you serious, man?
And it like has the lights, and his grandpa was all excited about it too. Like he looked at me, he was like, it lights up, the door's open, like you could do this, and it comes with like all of the contraptions in order to properly tow a vehicle. It even comes with the vehicle to tow, which is like a sports car. It's like bright electric blue, must be moved. And so like Ezra just towing everybody's shit around the house.
He's got a bunch of things loaded up on it now. I'm like, man, this guy's getting everybody was
not parked well.
He has like the little toy carpet with like the city on it.
Yeah.
He's got cars parked in there legally and he's just towing them out.
He's towing them out.
What the fuck is going on here, man?
So,
You know, my dad was like, oh, the door's open and everything. And I was like,
so
dude.
Excited.
I was like, it's funny you say that because earlier today, that same day, Ezra had a truck and he's like, Dad, can you open the doors for me? And I was like,
oh, yeah.
I was like, dude, the doors don't open on this car. And he was just like pissed off about it.
Yeah,
like,
it don't make no sense.
And so my dad was like, the door's open. I was like, dude, what? Did he call you?
I know. There's so much alike. It's crazy.
It was just but yeah, we had a crazy week, man. It was just busy.
David killed it at Comedy Works, y'all. He killed it.
Yeah,
his family came out. We actually had some friends come out, longtime friends. We hadn't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
Some Glamazons were there. Thank y'all so much for coming out.
Yeah,
I loved it, and we really appreciate all of y'all's support. It was a really good night. I forgot what I named him in my stories. I think I named him Victor or something.
No.
Patrick.
Patrick.
He was there.
Patrick.
Patrick was in the building, which is so funny.
Yeah, not his real name, but he was like.
Yeah, he talked to me. He's like, nice name decision. I was like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, he was just. Yeah, I hadn't seen him in a while.
Yeah, it had been like a good decade.
Maybe since like some of those stories happened.
Yeah, since our partying days. Like, that's what we talked about while we were waiting for you to come out on stage.
Yeah, so it was cool to see. Like, he moved out of state for a little bit. Like, he moved, like, he became a cop and shit. I don't think he's a cop now. Which is funny because he was in the Marines, and I was telling him, like, I didn't even know you were in the Marines, dude. Because one day, we were, like, at the mall, and he was like, it's going to be my last day. Tomorrow, my life changes. I was like, why? What's going on? You going to jail? You know, like,
yeah, you getting arrested?
Like,
what you doing?
Do, man?
Turn yourself in.
Yeah, and he was like, no. He's like, tomorrow's my last day in the Marines. I was like, you're in the Marines since when? Since when have you been in the Marines? He was like, 4 years. I was like, bro, you went to Vegas with us last month. Like, how the hell?
Oh, y'all went to Vegas?
I think so.
I didn't know about this Vegas trip. When did y'all go to Vegas?
I told you about this.
I don't know.
We literally talked about it on the podcast.
I knew about New Mexico and El Paso.
Be for real.
Be for real. So tell me about this guy.
Can you guys tell her in the comments below that we already talked about it on another episode?
Then maybe I want to hear about it again. Make sure everything aligns.
Remember, that's when I said if you go to Vegas, you got to go with drug dealers or be a drug dealer. Like, it's the only way if you're a guy that you can have fun in Las Vegas.
It's so weird because, like, also this month, we told y'all we've been together for 12 years. So we celebrated our 12-year anniversary this past month. And it's just weird because David and I have gotten to this place in our relationship where like hardly anything in our life substantial, like anything substantial has happened since we've known each other. Like we know so much about one another at this point that we've been a part of each other's history for so fucking long that he'll refer to something like a decade ago. And it just more and more, the longer you're with this person, it's just crazy. You guys just meld into one identity. And I'm like, oh, yeah, like, I remember, like, this happened one time with me. And he's like, oh, yeah, I was there. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right.
She don't be remembering shit. I'm like, what? Yeah, I was there for that. I remember that.
You're just so quiet. No, I'm just kidding.
It's just invisible.
I'm just kidding.
Very
you know
forgettable.
What? There was a lot going on, like, especially in that time when we were partying with Patrick and all them. You got to admit, you were in your own world with your own friends. And there were so many things happening on the back end, like the party that me and my homegirls were putting together for What's Her Face. And she just canceled last minute. You weren't a part of that. You know what I mean? Like, you just minded your business. You just came around to drink, party, and then you went home. Yeah. I got involved. You know what I mean? I was involved.
I don't know why you're doing that.
But because they're my girlfriends. What you mean?
Yeah, it worked out for you.
Yeah, it did. It did. Yeah. Okay, getting return on my investments and my best friends.
That's crazy when you think about it. The funny thing about Patrick, too, is everybody always thinks me and Patrick are the same person.
What? What do you mean?
They always think we're the same person. People always think that.
Like in real life?
In real life, people think that we look alike.
Y'all do not look alike.
That's what they say.
Y'all do not look alike.
Like, I remember one time, like, our mutual friend, like, he's got... my friend Mike, like one of my best friends, he was like, man, you remember my friend, I guess I gotta call him Patrick now, but why'd you even change his name? It's perfectly fine if you would have left it.
Because it was during a story time. I don't use anybody's real name. That's just the name of the game.
It's even the name of him in my phone.
Oh my God.
It's Patrick now. So I didn't believe it. Mike was like, oh, man, you kind of look like my friend Patrick. Like, you look like, and I was like, I don't know who the fuck this guy is, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, yeah, okay. And then I meet him. He went to our high school, so that's when, like, I meet him. And I was like, this guy don't look like me at all. I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
No.
And then we had a class together where we would go bowling, like, every, like, 2 or 3 times a week. So we go to like a bowling alley.
Uh-huh.
So I go and I order food. And then I go back up and I'm like, yeah, I've been waiting for my food. And the lady's like, I just gave you your food. I was like, you didn't give me my food.
No, it was not him.
She gave my food to Patrick. She thought it was me. She thought I was She thought we looked alike so much that we were the same person.
What?
Yeah.
Why would he just take your food?
Because he fucking could steal my identity. Identity theft is not a joke, Patrick. What? Millions of families suffer every year.
You know what? He was wearing like a black shirt and a baseball cap at your comedy show. So I guess but even then people were like, I just don't see it.
Is this guy like related to you or something?
Bro. And then like, okay,
like,
so it was
why does everybody think of that? It's been like 10 years. People still think like we look that much alike.
I don't think so. And then, okay, so.
I don't think we do.
When we got to
He doesn't think we do either.
I don't think we do. I mean, he doesn't think so. But when it was weird, kind of awkward because when I first got there, David has to go in the back and do his, comedian thing. Yeah. And so he tells them, oh, yeah, my wife is coming up. And so he's like, just say your name up there and they'll sit you. And he had an area and his family like was there. David's family. And then I walk up, and as soon as I get up there, I see Patrick for the first time in like a decade, okay? He sees me, I see him, and I'm like, oh, hey, what's up? And y'all should have seen David's family. Y'all should have seen them. They were over there like, and like, you know, because they don't know the fact that we all used to party together, and we just hadn't seen each other for so long.
Even my own family was like, hey, David, aren't you supposed to be?
Yeah, aren't you supposed to be on stage? And then they realize, and they're like, hey.
And they're like, oh, Nikki has a type.
It was so awkward. I was like, oh,
Very
absolutely not. Absolutely not. And then Khadijah showed up all late and shit.
Yeah, no. And then like, even afterwards, people were like, man, this guy's got like your cousin or your brother or something. I was like, no, man. Even I was on stage, like, is that me in the crowd?
Next to Nikki.
I'm like, man, I'm tripping balls right now.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I only had one margarita.
You fucking killed it.
Oh, thank you.
The show was amazing.
Thank you.
You did really well.
They said I got to do one more C set, and then they'll bump me up to B set, hopefully.
Okay.
So they want me to go back and do some of my greatest hits.
Oh, your greatest hits.
Yeah, they're like, come back. Just do the shit you've already done here.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So, I don't know. Apparently, from people in the know, that's a pretty good sign. Yeah. Because, you start out with the newbie set, and then you go to which is 2 minutes, and you get that. And then immediately you do that once, and you get bumped up to C set. And then from C set, you get bumped up to B set. But there's no really, like, timetable from when you get bumped up to C set to B set. You just got to be, like, improving, I guess, and be good enough. And then from B, you go to, like, I don't think it's called A. It's called, like, the, like, pros or, like, almost famous group. So that's where I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be just almost famous.
Almost famous? Just kissing famous?
Yeah, just do some clubs,
Yeah.
I don't know. So just keep trying. We get good feedback in the back, too. Like, some people just get, like, eviscerated back there. It's kind of fun to watch.
I am learning so much about the comedy world because David has, gone on this journey in his career path. And I didn't realize that there was so much, like, nuance and so much, like, back end work that it took. I don't know what I thought. Like, I knew that there was writing involved, but, like, I just didn't, I guess, realize how hard it is to, first of all, get on a stage, and second of all, like, get your minutes. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's crazy.
It's a fucking,
but it's doggy
process,
dog.
man.
It's extremely competitive.
It's very competitive.
And like I'm not gonna say every dude, but a lot of guys, it's mostly men, they be thinking they so funny. They will swear up and down that they are so funny.
Yeah.
But the true test is that stage and going up there and actually doing stand-up, because
open mics are brutal too.
Oh my God, we went to a comedy battle, bitch.
Oh yeah, we did that too. We went to the roast battle. Yeah, that's right.
We went, they roasted each other, and
yeah, that was fun.
I don't know, like, it was definitely like a game of wit. You know what I mean? And you really have to be on your toes. And they had judges and shit. And like,
I
asked David if he could do it. And he was like, I don't know. And I was like, I could do it.
I was like, yeah, I could do it. Like, I could roast people. I don't know. I might be too sensitive to get roasted back. Be like on like Roger on American Dad, where he asks them to roast him.
Oh yeah.
And at the end, he just takes off his sunglasses and he's just crying. Why would you say that?
Roger's my favorite.
Oh, I love
He's
Roger.
my favorite.
Easily like top 5 cartoon character of all time for me.
I feel like if I was like fresh out of high school, I would be better. My roast game back then was so fucking immaculate. It wasn't even funny. Like, I could roast somebody from the tops of their heads to the soles of their feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Within like a split second. Sometimes unprovoked. I ain't even gonna lie. But now it might take me a little bit. I might have to dust off the cobwebs.
That just means you're a bully.
I wasn't a bully. I wasn't a bully.
You're like, yeah, I'll pick on people unprovoked. Sounds like a bully.
I had quick wit. Just to let people know, that just little jabs here and there, I'd shut that shit down real fast.
I see.
Real fast. I was a fast talker. Quick talker.
Nah, I think I could definitely do it and still know if I would want to. But yeah, but
why? You scared?
A little bit.
Why?
A little bit, man.
Because some of the, you got to lose in front of everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like some people were like, "Get off the stage, you suck," and like it is just so.
Yeah. Somebody fucking one roast battle was like so bad that they just both lost.
Yeah, they both lost. Like there was no.
My guy Noah. Double loss.
And then one of them was David's friend who had come to our table, and we were like, "Oh yeah, nice to meet you."
Like, good luck.
He goes up there and gets his ass roasted. I was like, "Oh shit, David, get your friend."
But both of them were bad. So
they were both bad.
Neither of them won.
Yeah,
they both lost. I would have given it to Noah. I would have given it to my boy Noah. Well, they're both.
I think you're being
Noah.
Biased. Yeah, and they're both named Noah.
I think Noah should have won.
Yeah, safe space, babe. Safe space. But there's this kid, y'all. He's 15, and
his name's not gonna believe it.
Noah. He has been killing it in the comedy world.
Yeah,
and he's Julian's age. He's Julian's age.
He was at Comedy Works the night I performed too.
Yeah, really he was there for New Talent Night. But yeah, if you guys are bored or anything, definitely check out your local comedy shows. They're always a good time.
They're always a good time, man. They're entertaining.
Yeah,
you know who did roast today? Mila roasted Ezra straight up today.
Oh, damn.
We're outside at the park, and Mila's taking a drink of water, and Ezra's like hot. His cheeks are just beet red.
Oh, my baby.
And Mila goes, she points at him. She goes, Ezra, cheeks are so red. Ezra, you look like a tomato.
And let me guess, you just laughed at him with her? Yeah.
No, I turned my head. And I was like, oh my God, just unprovoked.
My God.
And then Ezra doesn't say anything back. He's just like,
our kids are funny.
He can't go back at her. She just be lighting him up all the time. But yeah, if you can, go to the open mics too, because those are fun. One time I was at an open mic, and this guy went on this crazy 9-minute rant about non-consensual circumcisions.
What?
Yeah. He was really upset that he got circumcised. He's like, I didn't agree.
Look, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. David's gonna tell y'all, come out. But straight up though, there have been some times when I wish I didn't.
No, don't.
And
go
I'm
to
not
open
even trying to be
mics.
disrespectful. I'm just saying, some people will use that time to just go up there and fucking rant, and they will just go off on some tangent about some shit that you're like, what? Yeah. Like that, for example. I'm not trying to hear.
There was no jokes either. It was just a straight up
yeah.
It was I don't know, he was the Martin Luther King of circumcisions or something. I don't even know. He was trying to rally people.
Everybody has their power. What?
This was his calling. What the fuck? And he got off stage, just sitting down. This guy went up next after him. He was like, I got some bad news for you, man. I'm not circumcised. Probably have the dick of your dreams. And then that just pissed that guy off so bad. And he was he called him the F word. And then took a big old swig of peppermint schnapps that he had in his big old army backpack. Took a swig of it and then just left. And me and I think it might have been Joey, one of my other comic friends. We looked at each other. We're like, should we leave? Is he gonna come back and?
No. No.
Is he gonna go postal? Should we leave?
Oh my God. No, you know what? During the roast that we went to, there were some guys that were getting their feelings hurt. Because they get off the stage at the same time, and so the one that won would be trying to shake the other one's hand, but the other one was walking off, feelings all hurt, whatever, man. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. They're it's funny because I watch all these guys do open mics and shit, so I could kind of tell before they go up. I'm I think I know who's gonna win.
Yeah.
And most of the time I was right, except for Noah. Noah let me down with the double loss.
Yeah, for real.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling fine. No, I just it's been busy catching up with work and stuff.
Yeah, you got a lot of videos coming out. You got a lot of shit going
on.
You're
trying to revive my merch and shit. Yeah.
What kind of merch do you guys want to see Nikki come out with?
Oh my God, I already know.
You guys should let us know.
I've had so many requests.
Have you?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't actively sold merch in 2 years. I had to take some time off, bitch. I was fucking tired and having kids and shit. So
yeah, you're having a lot of kids.
Yeah, I was back to back too.
Yeah, I was like
back to back.
Jesus.
I was pregnant 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
18 and 19.
Just
every summer. You're just
up.
dropping them every summer like Drake, bro.
Well, Mila's definitely not a summer baby, but you know.
Do you see like there's a like, I don't know what the older generation is called, boomers or whatever. They're complaining that millennials weren't having enough babies. And I was like, don't worry, me and Nikki picking up the slack.
Oh, please. Oh, please. I think a lot of babies is considered like 4 or 5. Like,
man, you know how many people I know that are like my age that don't have kids or older?
Yeah, my best friend.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It's a lot of, and it's more common than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki was tripping me out because she was like, made me realize that right now I'm my dad's age when Julian was born.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking, like, my dad is so fucking old.
He was not.
And now I'm like, man, am I that fucking old? I was like, does Julian think I'm that fucking old?
I'm sure. Yeah, he thinks we're old. Well, he thinks you're way older than me. He sees me as way younger than you.
Why?
Because I am.
I am older. I do be complaining about his music.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'm like,
you're giving very like grandpa vibes already.
I know.
But he better not make us grandparents. I swear on everything.
No.
I swear on everything.
Fuck no.
No, David and I were trying to get our minds around the fact that, like, Julian has about three years, until he's 18 and out of high school. I'm not going to sit up here and say an adult because, absolutely not. But the likelihood of him getting into a pretty serious relationship very soon is very high. And we're going to have to start thinking about, like, the, meeting the girlfriends and the serious conversations and
You're like, you ready for daughter-in-law? I was like, calm down.
What, babe? We're gonna have
he's
gonna have a serious girlfriend soon.
He's not.
And when you had
a
serious girlfriend, like we were around all the time.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of time before that. Okay, he's got a little bit of time.
Yes, because you waited, David, and so did his grandpa.
Well, he should wait.
He literally comes from a lineage.
Oh my God, he better not.
I think he'll. I don't think he's gonna do all that. I just think he's gonna have a serious, a more serious relationship or somebody that means a lot to him.
I saw this thing where it was like they're saying they wanted to like lower the voting age to 16.
What?
Yeah. And I was like, my son is 15, man. If he's allowed to vote in a year, like I'm gonna move out of this country.
He's gonna be like, which one has the most riz?
I don't even let Julian choose what we get to eat anymore because one time he picked a place so bad after begging to go to it for like months. And we finally had the chance when we went. I was like, this is the worst shit that I've ever had in my life. And since then, he's been banned from deciding what we eat for dinner. Do you remember that shit?
Yes, I do remember that. Oh, wow.
You want him to vote on who's going to run the country?
Wow.
Hell no. Fuck no.
Babe, you're a really young dad of a sophomore. If you really think about, like, how does that feel?
Yeah.
Take me into the inner workings of how that feels.
When I tell people I have a 15-year-old, they're like,
yeah.
Like, how old are you? I'm 34. They're like, what?
Like you're about to have an adult son, like an 18-year-old soon.
Julian's like friends, like maybe their parents, because this is what would happen to me. Because my dad was even younger than I was when I had Julian. My dad was 16 when he had me. Mm-hmm. So people would be like, "How old are your parents?" In high school, I'd be like, "Oh, they're like 32." They're like, "What?"
Yeah.
They're like, "What?" Like, yeah, I gotta go pick him up after this. Actually, like. He's waiting for me at his daycare.
Dude, yeah, your parents were really young when we met. When I met them, and then it was weird because, my mom is way older than his parents.
Oh, yeah.
And so when, we were doing all the introductions and meeting everybody, she was like, how old are his parents? And I was like, yeah, they're in their like mid-30s. And my mom was like, the fuck? Like, she was like, they're babies. And I was like, yeah, I know.
Well, even like your your brother's girlfriend, her parents are how old? They're not very old.
I don't know how old.
I remember talking about it. They can't be like no older than like.
They're like
40,
in their early 40s.
which is crazy. That's really young. That's like a couple years older than us.
Yeah, but Solito was just born a year ago. Like
40-year-old grandkid. Or
40-year-old. Yeah,
that's still really young.
I mean, my grandma was like 44 when I was born.
You don't think 40 like say 42? You don't think 42 is like young?
I mean, it's kind of on the younger side.
To be a grandparent.
But like you made your dad a grandparent at like 32. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping Julian waits until he's like 27.
But my mom made my grandma a grandma at 32.
Your grandma was 32?
Yeah, when my brother was born.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Dang, your grandma was that young when your brother was?
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, I guess so.
Yeah, she was that young.
That's really young.
Mm-hmm.
I think my mom's mom was pretty young too. But
damn, my parents were just... I mean, my mom didn't have
ghetto.
me until she was 26, but she had my brother when she was 19.
Dude, my parents are so ghetto, bro. Oh, God.
Man, all of our parents.
I think my mom was like 19 when I was born.
And both of our mamas were messing with
creep.
dudes that were younger than them.
Yeah, I was like, you creep? What's wrong with you? But somehow, like, because my dad looked like a creep, this guy had like a big old...
Not the creep
mustache, the big old like pervert mustache. He was wearing like glasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like the big old Adam's apple. Which I never got the Adam's apple.
I know.
And like, but my mom looked tiny. My mom looked like a little kid. I was like, my mom's like, how you're the creep, but somehow my dad ended up looking like the creep, even though he was the younger one.
Yeah, you have an interesting set of parents.
Yeah, my parents don't make any sense to me. Like when I look at them, I'm like, how did?
Yeah. And like, there's literally like no picture that I've ever seen of David's parents together.
Here's the crazy thing. I don't think I've ever seen them in one room. Ever. That I can remember.
I mean, same.
Besides when like she was besides when she was in the hospital, I was like, it's good to finally get you guys in the same room. Granted, one of you's in a coma, but
yeah.
This is the only way you guys can be in the same room. One of you had to be in a coma.
David, that is so dark. That is so dark.
I just thought about that. Oh my God, that's so sad. So anyway, yeah. So that's that. That's a thing.
Yeah. Damn, dude.
So yeah, I don't have any pictures of them.
Yeah, no.
Like in the same room. Like obviously my mom died way before I like graduated high school or like anything else that was like important. Not even like my 8th grade continuation because she died before then. She was like,
that's so fucking sad.
I'm sorry. It's not sad.
It is sad.
But so yeah, I don't ever recall them being in the same room.
Weird.
Yeah. My mom was like a shit talker. My mom just be like, she was just a smart ass dude. And I'm like, there's no way that can mix with my dad like at all.
Yeah, they kind of seem like polar opposites.
'Cause my dad's like very serious and very like literal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my mom just talks shit.
Yeah.
So I got this thing where I was telling Nikki that she's got to try peanut butter and chocolate with hot fries.
That sounds like the most blasphemous thing I've ever heard in my life.
Not. It's delicious. Why do you think I'm fat?
You're amazing. Not fucking fat.
Just do not lie to me.
You are not fat.
I can literally see myself on
What
the
is wrong with you?
It's fine.
No.
It's fine. I know.
That's fucking weird.
So she doesn't think it tastes good. I think it tastes good. And I want to try
fries and peanut butter.
Hot fries and peanut butter and chocolate.
Jail.
So like Reese's.
Jail immediately.
No.
Jail immediately. Jail immediately.
How you dress your hot Cheetos to smell like wet dog?
Lemon juice and salt?
It smells disgusting.
Why are we focusing on the smell?
That's
it's about the taste. And guess what? Guess what? I started doing that with hot Doritos.
Uh-huh.
And I made me a little bowl last night. And guess who was all up in my bowl eating all of them?
Ezra.
Julian and Ezra.
Fucking knew it.
Julian came over, can I taste it, Mom? He was like, this is actually really good.
It is crazy because like those hot Doritos, those things fucking stick to your fingers, man.
That's
so if you put lemon juice with it, you could probably like paint walls with it.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep. That's my favorite. I love it. You know what you should try? Speaking of weird stuff. So David's hot fries and peanut butter, y'all.
Hot Cheetos works too.
He needs to go to prison immediately. But mine is Cheetos, regular schmegular crunchy Cheetos, dipping them in mustard. And it is so good. It's tangy and cheesy. It is so good.
That is the most trailer park fucking
what
snack that I've ever heard of in my life.
Are you talking about?
That sounds like something a kid that I knew named Cody would eat.
We've been picking Cody this week for names. That's what I picked as the name for my last story time was Cody.
I do know a kid named Cody that would probably eat that. He looks like
it's
the type.
Regular. Okay, so Cheetos and mustard seems off the wall to you, but hot fries and peanut butter seems perfectly normal.
Yes, because both of them are delicious.
In what world?
In the real world. How do you... You're disgusting.
You're disgusting.
What? Not even like hot Cheetos? Maybe hot Cheetos I can like...
You want to do hot Cheetos with mustard?
Nah.
No, regular Cheetos
are just so bland.
Mustard, the crunch, the tang, the cheese. It's amazing. It's amazing. Mark my words. I don't know about what he's doing. Try at your own risk, but I'm telling you right now, I stand 100%.
Nikki likes weird shit. When she was pregnant, she would have like normal cravings, like oh, I want chips and salsa. I'm just craving weird stuff.
Yeah, because my babies wouldn't allow me to eat the way I usually do.
I'm sure. I'm like, I'm sure you don't want to put a pickle in jelly or whatever.
Can we talk about one time Julian got pissy with David because I was pregnant.
He always gets pissy.
I was pregnant with Mila, and when I was pregnant with her, I'm serious. Throughout like all 9 months, it felt like I had to have a cold apple before bed, and I'm talking about big old gala apples, okay, or Honey Crisp, and they were like, ooh, and I had a craving for them every night. She wanted them every night. Well, I'm in the bed, just a big. And just eating all my apples, just living my best life, feeding our beautiful princess. David gonna sit up here and tell me that the apples are so loud. And I was like, I'm sorry. And he was like, they're just like really loud. So like the next day I was like, Julian, Dad said that I was like being really loud with the apples. And, like I was eating them too loud. And he looked at David and he was like, well, is there like a not loud way to eat apples? And
I was like, I don't know, not my problem. Figure it out.
You're so mean. You so mean. I was trying to do that for your princess.
I just have this thing where like I can't hear people eat. I don't know what it is.
But everybody can hear you eat because you sure as hell be munching.
I'm not saying it's fair. I know it's not fair. I can't control it.
You gotta have chips with every meal. And when I tell you, I can hear you from 20,000 miles away with the way you be crunching, and you have the audacity.
If there's like other noises, but like one of my friends, he was eating a bowl of cereal, and I was like trying to watch TV, and I was like turning up the TV, and I just, no matter how loud I turned up the TV, I cannot hear the TV. All I can hear is and I was like, motherfucker. And like finally I snapped. I was like, well, you fucking close your fucking mouth. And he was like, just enjoying my cereal. I was like, yeah, too much. Like,
babe,
I know. I don't know why. I don't know what's wrong with me. It sounds like nails on a chalkboard to me. I don't know what it is. Like I literally have to wear like earplugs or something. But the crazy thing with the apples was it'd be like late at night, and I'd be like, I got work in the morning. I gotta be up at like 5, and it was like something out of a movie where if it would be like just quiet, just dead silence, and then I'll just hear. I was like, God damn. I was like, okay. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
I was like, and then I was like, she must be eating like the biggest apple of all time, because I swear she's been eating this apple for like 45 minutes.
To me, it was delicious. I was in a different realm.
Yeah, you have no idea, and I feel bad because I'm just like, she's just eating it out. Like, yeah, because how else can you eat an apple? Like, you can't eat it quietly. So I know I'm the ridiculous one.
David would be tossing and turning the entire night.
And like, I want to, and so like, I'll put my
He would put the pillow over his.
And I'm like not trying to be rude about it. I just
come on.
I know, but like, there's no way to do that and just not look like an asshole.
And there's
like,
no way to eat an apple without being fucking loud.
I said I get it. I know that I'm being the ridiculous one in this situation. I can't. I don't know. I can't help it. And like even with Julian now, I'll just be sitting down watching like TV with the babies or something. He'll be like in a whole other room. And he'll like make his lunch or whatever, and I'll just hear. I'm like, how the fuck are you eating chips so loud?
Yeah, well, it runs in the family, so.
I don't know. I was like, how do people watch ASMR stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's never
like
really
when people
been my
are eating,
thing.
Like, I don't know how people watch that because I'm like, fuck that. That sounds like hell. That's like my hell. Like, my hell is probably just watching ASMR videos of people eat. What do you think your hell would be?
I think my hell would be like waiting in lines that don't go anywhere. You just have to wait on the fucking line. I hate waiting in line.
Everything is a line. How do you get it?
Not if you try to save up some coin for a fast pass up in that bitch.
Okay, lines.
I don't like lines. You don't like lines. I hate lines. I hate lines.
I do. I'll take it a step further. I would.
You always take it further.
It'd be lines, but not only lines, but the person behind you is uncomfortably close to you.
Oh, God. They get punched in the face.
Every time.
I really just don't have patience for people doing that. Have you had any weird encounters out in public recently with just like the public?
No, not that I can really remember. But I don't really go out in public that much. I went out like today was like the most public thing I've done in like, I don't know, it feels like a week now. Or since Ezra's birthday party. Where I was like, man, all these kids, like there's like parents all over the place, you know.
Yeah, that was kind of.
And I was like, and of course, like it happens right when we get there.
Yeah.
You know what? That would actually be my other version of hell. Is me like leaving our neighborhood, going to turn right, and it could be like 2-3 o'clock in the morning on like a Wednesday, and there's not a soul. It could be the apocalypse, bro. Everybody's just the rapture. Everybody's in heaven except for me, just me, and I'd be turning out of our neighborhood, and there'd just be one car coming, just right when I'm about to turn. I was just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" That'd be my other version of hell.
Oh my gosh, babe. You just get annoyed. And he gets annoyed about everything, y'all.
Dude.
Everything.
I'm just old, man. Just old.
Now you've been this way. You've been this way. I've had
old
David
soul.
pitch fits in grocery stores because there's too many people in there.
Yeah, I go down to like one of the aisles. I'm like, man, why is everybody in this fucking aisle?
Babe.
There's no way we all need granola bars right now.
So I went to Target not too long ago.
What's that? Social anxiety or whatever? Social.
Yeah.
I think I have like an acute splash of that.
Got it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay. Anything else?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm
sure. You
sure.
can take over. It's okay. I could just kind of chill.
As you were saying.
You got anything else to say?
No, I don't have
anything else to entertain everybody with? I didn't fucking think so. Now listen. Shit. I went to Target, and I think that they thought that I was going to steal and have it on camera because I was trying to vlog. So I went in, right?
Yeah.
And you know how they have all the carts in the front? There was just one lone cart, and it just seemed like, you know, somebody took out their bags and, you know, left the cart there. And I was like, perfect. I don't have to, like, fucking fight with it off the chain. Okay, great. So I just take the cart, and I go to, like, the little dollar area that's right there in the front. And, you know, I'm filming different things. I'm vlogging. And I pick out a few things. That's where I got the baby's cups and everything. And it's all cute. And I have maybe, you know, like, we bring our own bags and shit now, okay? Because I ain't trying to pay 10 cents each. So I have, instead of bags, I have, like, this cube. And it's very firm. And it, like, keeps its shape. And so I have my cube inside of the cart, and I'm putting the things that I wish to purchase inside of the cube that's inside of the cart. Well, as I'm starting to make my way around, I start realizing there's something crazy going on with this cart. And this is why somebody just left it right there, because it was like all kinds of lopsided. I was looking all kinds of stupid, and it was very much like noticeable. It was very loud. It was very like just like clunky. Okay. So I make my way. I'm literally right there.
The wheels were like stealing.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, oh shit. So I'm like, okay, I don't want to be dealing with this the whole time. Like, it was very noticeable. It was very loud. It was very embarrassing. So I just make a slight U-turn and go back to the area where the carts are so I can get me another one. And, you know, Target, the employees, they have walkies on them. And right there is the self-checkout. Right there at the self-checkout, this girl, I could hear her walkie. And, like, they were like, hey, can you keep an eye on? She was like, I see her. I got her. And they were talking about me. And I was like, so I stopped my cart and I go get another cart and I just transfer my stuff over and I just look at her and she was like, and then I ended up having to check out at that same Scan and Go that she was at. And, like, she was, like, hovering. Like, she's for real thought that I was gonna steal.
You know what you should have done?
What?
You should have just stole that shit.
I should have just ran. Is this what you think of me? Is this what you think of me?
Yeah, I would have just stole it.
Yeah, she for real was like, nah, I got her. I was like, you ain't got shit, bitch. No.
Oh, no. Well, that's pretty much how it goes for
But then I was kind of offended because I was like, literally, you just saw me stop at like the dollar spot. Like at most, I have like maybe $5 worth of merchandise in here. You think that like a bitch ain't got no $5, and you think that out of everything that I would steal 2 cups to say hello pumpkin on it? Really? That's what I'm coming in to thieve from you about? Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
Yeah, just being out in public kind of gets on my nerves.
Yeah, you don't like going out in public.
I hate going out in public.
Which is crazy. Cause
you know why? Because the
entitlement's
entitlement's fucking crazy. The entitlement's crazy. I love being social, but I don't know what the fuck happened during 2020, but the entitlement is fucking crazy.
Yeah, people
and I'm not, I just don't have any patience for it no more. Like, Khadijah and I were just talking about this, like the whole mobile app and shit. And like, you know, being able to pick up your groceries and being able to like do curbside pickup. My best friend doesn't even fucks with people to go inside a Target no more. And now they allow you to order your Starbucks off of the Target app, and they will bring you your Target order and your Starbucks hot. And she texted me immediately. She was like, bitch, they added Starbucks to it. Now I really don't have to go inside. And I was like, yes.
What?
Yeah, no.
But the whole point of like getting Starbucks is to like drink it while you shop, though, right?
No, that's not the whole point of Starbucks.
Why would they put it in a Target?
Well, that used to be.
Like, who's going into Target specifically just for Starbucks?
A lot of people go into Target for Starbucks.
Just for Starbucks.
Just for Starbucks? I mean, some people, I used to go in there for just for Starbucks. And I didn't have no money for nothing else. I would give me a drink and just go, like, you know, just.
Yeah, but like, there's other Starbucks with like drive-thrus and shit, where you don't got to get out of your car. And
I see what you're saying.
You know, like.
I think it's just convenient that if you have something that you need from Target.
Park like a quarter mile away.
Like you fucking go and you have somebody like the Target employee comes out and they give you both.
Yeah, I don't.
It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Then you don't have to go to the drive-thru.
Yeah, I guess.
Why not?
Well, yeah, I guess.
I think it's, you know.
Yeah, I guess. If somebody's going to bring it out to you, then okay, sure.
But, like, you know what? The convenience factor, I've learned from Khadijah all the way. She does not like fucking with people.
I don't like, if I can order the food and pick it up, I'll do that.
The only place that I refuse to do that at, because they fucking play you, and y'all can fight me in the comments if you want to, because I know it. I fucking know it. Is at Chipotle. And when y'all get them online orders, y'all be playing a bitch because nobody's standing there to make sure that y'all give me a full ass scoop of my carne. And I'm really tired of it, so I have to be right there and seeing all of it.
Like, order double? How's she gonna know?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly it. Don't play, because I noticed that my shit be feeling hella light when I try to order online at Chipotle. So that is the only place that I will not order online. But honestly,
you need to go back like a bad drug deal. Like, you didn't think I was gonna count this?
You think I was gonna weigh this shit? You didn't think I was gonna notice that came up short, bitch?
Show up like with a little scale. Then when it's short, just pull out guns.
Guns. That escalated quickly. Wow. Not the Mexican standoff. Over some Chipotle. But is it
because I was short on the money too. So
is it just me, or is it not even worth going out to eat anywhere anymore?
Like at restaurants?
Yeah. Restaurants, fast food, like getting your food anywhere else. It just seems like ass.
Yeah. A lot. I'll say like 8 out of 10 times
like
now.
Everywhere I go. Also, like service is like super shitty.
Yeah.
Everyone's going through their own shit, and I understand that. Like, the experience is all I'm saying. The experience is not the same. The food, the customer service, the ambiance, all of it is different, and nothing has gone back to normal.
Yeah, it's not like enjoyable, really.
No, it's not. We went to Texas Roadhouse not too long ago.
Oh yeah,
bitch. I ordered like
it was bad.
It was like supposed to be like steak bites with like mushrooms and onion over it. Bitch. It looked like partially raw hamburger meat.
Yeah.
That was under there, and I lost my appetite immediately. My sides were, I don't know. It just
looked like they took like a raw, and like if they made a hamburger that was like bad or something, or maybe somebody sent it back or something,
and they just mushed it.
They're like, chop it up and just smother it.
Yeah,
they'll never know.
That's exactly what it seemed like. I was like, what the fuck is this? And then like, I don't know, like things just aren't made well anymore. I don't know. So now I'm just like, I don't even want to go out to eat. You know how like it's supposed to be like special occasion type shit. I don't even feel like going out for a special occasion no more. You pay all this money to go to these restaurants, and it's like subpar.
Yeah, unless you go to,
or as the kids say, mid.
Unless you go to like a high-end restaurant, I guess. But
I mean, even then, man.
Wants to do that all the time. And you're not even getting like enough food.
Yeah. Oh, and then
it's like $15 for a side of asparagus. Like what?
That's right. Exactly. And then they talk about, oh, it's a shareable size, bitch. This is 3 pieces of asparagus. Stop playing with me. And then to top it off, bitch, I got a flat after I got my nails done.
Oh yeah.
I got a fucking flat.
Yep.
And so David had to come out and save the day. It was just a whole lot of stress. I don't know what was going on. I don't really believe in the whole like Mercury retrograde shit, but like something was happening in the atmosphere because it was very busy, hectic. And then, bitch, the day of our baby's birthday party, the morning of, David had gone to go get the balloons. Guess what I find? A leak under our sink.
Yeah.
And I had to just compartmentalize. I was actually very proud of myself. I had to compartmentalize and completely go into action, make sure we get a hold of somebody to come look at it, you know, on Monday, and then take pictures of it, clean it, get everything cleaned up, get all of the stuff out of there. I put a little bowl under there, and you know what? We just gonna keep it like that and have a good time at the birthday party because I could not stress out about not now one more thing.
No, it was crazy.
Oh my God. Every parent can understand, girl, like the birthday parties. Oh my God. It is just like, it's birthday taxing, parties, man.
Yeah. Like having to entertain people and like talk to people and just
be around people,
see people. How like it's just it's hard. Yeah. It's hard to do that. It's hard to like make everybody feel included and not like alienated or left out,
or just making sure that there ain't no beef between people, making sure that everybody just, you know, keeps calm.
It's a lot, man. But at least it wasn't at our house, so we didn't have to clean up afterwards.
Oh my God, that's for real.
That shit.
You know, I feel like we had like their first birthdays here at the house, and that was a lot. Yeah. If I had any piece of advice, and I don't know if you would agree with this, but have your baby's party somewhere else.
Yeah, for sure.
Pay for the fucking package.
Yeah.
Let them bring out your food. Let them bring out your drinks. Yeah. Let them clean up afterwards. Try to do it like that because
all you gotta do is show up. The kids have like a good time.
Yeah, and then you take your tired babies home. A lot of people are like, "Oh, it's like, you know, more cost effective to have it at home," but is it? But
all the effort.
Yeah, like let's talk about the labor and like not only putting it up and taking it down and cleaning all that shit up and dealing with all the food, feeding everybody. Like you got the whole kitchen full of food and stuff, girl. I know how it goes, and what you're saving is like you're paying for in time. So
yeah, I'm not gonna knock it too hard because I had a lot of birthday parties at the house growing up too. There was a lot of work and those were really fun.
Same.
So I mean, I guess
but the family
want to do that.
Was
if
bigger,
you got like
right?
a huge family,
Because like I had a bunch of like my tias would come over, my cousins.
Yeah.
You know, our families aren't as, you know, we're kind of in different states now.
Yeah.
A lot busier.
Yep.
I don't know, like we just don't have the same dynamic as we used to when we were kids.
Like I don't see my cousins really like all that often.
And like everybody works and everybody's just fucking trying to hustle. And also just like in this time right now, everybody's fucking struggling.
Yeah.
It's a really hard time for everybody.
Yeah, I'm even like, I don't even care if you get a gift. Like, you just show
I
up.
just appreciate you being there.
You know,
So
like,
yeah,
I don't even like trip on that because our kids have more than they'll ever need. Like they are so spoiled. They're not brats, but they just have a lot, you know. And Mila just likes whatever Ezra likes, which is crazy. Except for she likes Paw Patrol more than he does.
Yeah.
So
they're still trying to understand the concept of birthdays. So she's like, "It's my birthday too. It's Mina's birthday too."
Yeah.
I was like, "No, mommy, it's in December."
Ezra had his birthday, and she's like, "Okay." Next day, she's like, "Okay, now it's Mina's birthday."
Yeah, Paw Patrol cake now.
It's like, no, you gotta wait a little bit. You gotta wait till the day after Jesus' birthday.
And then, speaking of, we got holidays coming up.
Calm down. Slow down.
Maybe you guys can help us figure out what Mila and Ezra should be for Halloween.
Ooh, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
I would love for you guys to help us figure that out. They typically wear, stuff that, coincide with each other, like little like Lilo
and Stitch.
Yeah, Lilo and Stitch. And then we did
what was it, Bam Bam
and Pebbles. Julian's going to be his own thing because, he's older. Yeah. I was like, you too big to be trick-or-treating. Anyways, no, I'm just kidding.
It's not even cute anymore. It's not even
Got these big old teenagers on this people porch.
Yeah. Trick-or-treat. Man, I'm going to call the cops.
Voice deeper than mine.
Like, man, you're robbing me. That's what you're doing at this point. Deep-ass voice.
Oh, I don't know.
God. This is,
I am ready for spooky season. This is both of our favorite times of the year.
I do love fall.
I love fall. We are basic bitches up in here.
We are such white girls.
Such bitches. And we haven't even had our pumpkin spice anything from Starbucks yet. So
man, when I was picking out some candles for you, I was smelling them. They're like pumpkin. I was like, ooh.
You mean the ones that you ruined by blowing them out too early? Yeah.
I thought you abandoned it.
I did not abandon it. If there's one thing that I don't play about, it's fire.
She left the candle burning and went downstairs. I was like,
I was gonna be right back up.
I guess we're going downstairs.
No, I just need to get something.
It was like 2 minutes after you told me not to do that.
Yeah, I was like, don't touch the candle, baby.
So you got to watch it every second. Make sure it all
you just got to make sure.
She's like, I'm not taking my eyes off of this thing. And like 2 minutes later, she was like, nowhere to be found. I was like, well, I'm not.
Nowhere to be found.
I was like, well, I'm not staying up here to babysit her candle. Like, she's been gone for 14 seconds. I'm out of here.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, our next episode is episode 69. Pew, pew, pew. So we're going to have some fun shit planned for y'all. So definitely come back next week to start your week off right. Thank y'all so much for coming over here and chilling with us. We're getting back into the groove of things after, being parents, but we love y'all, and we will see you guys for our 69th episode. Don't forget to follow us on our socials at the HISxHERS pod, and of course our individual socials. You can find me at the Nikki Glamour across my social medias, and David, if you're looking for a funny time for Funny Man, you can follow him at I'm David Cisneros, and also for any behind the scenes for his comedy shows and stuff like that. We would love to see you guys. But yeah, with that being said, we're gonna sign off, and we will see you guys next week to start your week off right. Peace out.
Hey.